We also have other relationships when we deal with our other types of angles. So the first one, alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles we're going to say are congruent. You can see angles 1 and 3 are congruent, and 2 and 4, they look to be about the same. I'm going to skip down to the bottom one, the alternate exterior angles. Alternate exteriors are also going to be congruent. So 8 and 6 are congruent, and 5 and 7 are congruent. The only ones that are not congruent are going to be our consecutive interior angles. So angles 1 and 2. If I take angles 1 and 2 and add them together, I'm going to get 180 degrees, along with angles 3 and 4. The only time those angles would be congruent is if one of the angles is 90 degrees. Then all the angles would be 90 degrees. Okay, so let's try an example or two. So this time, the measure of angle 1 is 118. I want to find the measure of angle 2. Well, the measure of angle 2 should also be 118 degrees because angle 1 and angle 2 are alternate interior angles. Okay, and that's how we would do that one. Do a couple more. Got a couple more down here at the bottom. Let's start with 2B. We'll go back to 2A. So 2B, this time I say angle 3 is 70 degrees. I want to know what the measure of angle 4 is. That's also going to be 70 degrees because angle 3 and 4 are alternate exterior angles. Last one, 2A. So on 2A, I say that angle 1 is 100. I want to get to angle 4. And I'm actually going to use two postulates or theorems this time to get there. So to go from 1 to 2, we would say the measure of angle 2 is 100 degrees. And then 2 and 4 would be considered a linear pair or supplementary angles, whatever you want to call them. So that means they would add to 180, meaning the measure of angle 4 is going to be 80 degrees. And to get there, I used alternate interior angles and supplementary angles. That's not the only way that you could do those. Please don't think that that is the only way to do it. But I can follow how you got to angle 4 when you tell me that you did alternate interior angles first and then supplementary angles.